of a man.
Young
Talk
man.
about all the memories.
That's it.
It does seem like when you're a teenager or a young person, the summer kind of lasts forever, right?
Yeah, but I love that he has those memories, right? They're out there and enjoying each other's company. Love that. If you are managing maybe one more day of the summer break, we do have moderate risk of rip currents today. So the flow, the onshore flow, sort of enhancing the strength of those rip currents today, and especially now that lifeguards may not be as available as they are during the peak of the summer. Just be careful out there. It sure looks beautiful. Surf City, a view of that sunrise thanks to New Jersey beach cams. And right now it looks pretty nice everywhere. And this is looking into Nassau County. Colorful sunrise underway. Islip now at 58 degrees and a light north-northeast wind. It's kind of the definition of patchy, dense fog out there. Starting to see that creep up in spots from Morris County up into Orange County, parts of the Hudson Valley. Keep that in mind. Visibility I've seen in some spots pretty low, less than a quarter of a mile. So you may be driving in and out of it. Still driving with dry roadways now for now. By the time we get to late Thursday and Friday, that's our next chance for some showers and storms. Here's the good news, as like everybody's back to school on Thursday, including New York City, it is going to be dry for first day photos. Looking good. And by the time everyone heads home from school, temperatures will still be in the mid and upper 70s. So timing out those showers, and a few thunderstorms will be late Thursday into early on Friday. That's one front that comes on by. There's another one that keeps things unsettled a little bit anyway, as we see it right now for at least part of Saturday. So something to keep in mind. I still don't see a washout weekend. Should be pretty nice with a cool and dry conditions settling in for next week. And we will certainly feel it in some of the morning temperatures, In fact, with a few areas dipping into the low 50s, including the city, that may feel more like late September, early October. But today we're kind of spot on. 79 degrees for the high with sunshine, 61 degrees overnight tonight. You see lots of 40s and 50s outside the city for tomorrow morning. But we hang on to the dry conditions. 80 for tomorrow's high, close to that on Thursday. Friday and Saturday look like our unsettled days. And then by Sunday into early next week, temperatures settle in the low to mid 70s. All right, 6:18 now. Emily, what are you keeping an eye on?
Yeah, we're starting to get a busy ride, Maria. Good morning, everyone. FDR Drive, disabled vehicle right near the Manhattan Bridge. You got a center lane blocked. You can see that slowdown. Also, a little bit of delay heading outbound on the bridge. People checking out, seeing what's going on. Not far from here at the BQE, heading outbound at the Kosciuszko Bridge. We've got a crash. And here, just some of the backup that you can see. The LIE, that's moving along okay, although you will find delays from that accident. Usual slowdown, a little busy here. LIE into Woodhaven Boulevard. Sprain, we've got an accident right near Tuckahoe Road. New one came in, couple lanes blocked into New Rochelle on the New England Thruway, and in Connecticut, still seeing delays from this accident. Couple lanes are blocked southbound 95 right near Round Hill Road. Michael, back to you.
All right, thank you very much, Emily. 30 a.m. on this Tuesday, September 2nd. I'm Michael Gargiulo.
I'm Darlene Rodriguez. Emily West is here tracking commuter alerts. Big issue on the FDR Drive right now. Storm Team 4's Maria LaRosa has the forecast. Good morning.
Yeah, if you're sitting in traffic, you've got a good view. It's pretty out there. We have fair skies at sun just up over the horizon now for about 5 minutes, and looking good. We have clear skies over the city right now. But temperature-wise, on the cool side, yeah, 63 at Central Park. We're down to 49 in Sussex, 50 in Poughkeepsie, 58 in Massapequa. What you don't see, of course, some of that low cloudiness, some fog, and it's beginning to pop up pretty dense in areas, less than an eighth of a mile. I've seen in parts of Orange County, but also into Putnam and Westchester, Fairfield County too, and starting to see it show up in eastern Suffolk County. So just a heads up there. And another heads up, beautiful summer day, but we still have the conditions that are enhancing some of these stronger rip currents today. So watch it at the beaches. Otherwise, really nice. By 1 o'clock, 74 degrees, close to 80 today. Will be about 77 through 4 p.m. and should be another nice, clear, cool evening, 67 through 10 o'clock. All right, 6:30 right now. Emily, issues already?
Oh, yeah, I got a few of them, Maria. Good morning, everyone. In Connecticut, 95 southbound, right near Round Hill Road, we got a crash. Taking up a lane with the backup in Bridgeport, Merritt Parkway. Lots of slowdowns there, too, through Trumbull. New England Thruway southbound at Boston Road. Another accident, one on the Deegan, causing slowdowns. 230th Street, about 15 in at the George, and FDR at 71st, a new crash. Another one at the Manhattan Bridge. Michael, back to you.
Emily, thank you very much. Developing now.
Well, the parade itself was peaceful prior to the violence in the evening as crowds celebrated Caribbean heritage and a day rooted in history. For one bit,
We wouldn't blame
Not
her,
at all,
right?
not at all. But yeah, the consolation prize we were talking about, not bad. We've got a nice post jackpot today here. We've all that sunshine the next few days as well. You see by Thursday, starting off sunny because we're not going to finish that way. The end of the week, tracking and timing out those showers that could lead into an unsettled start to the weekend as well in the 10-day forecast.
Thank you. And still ahead, a mother trapped in a...
Lanes are blocked on the New England Thruway southbound right near North Avenue, so we got big delays there coming up. I'll tell you about a crash on the Deegan, also causing some problems, but not a bad ride at the New Jersey Turnpike this morning right near Newark Liberty Airport. Darlene and Michael.
Thank you, Emily. And you can watch Today in New York at 7 a.m. Live local news continues wherever you stream News 4. We'll be back.
A Jersey woman says she was wrongly charged thousands of dollars for damage to a rental car that she says she did not do.
Better get Baccaro. Here's News 4 consumer reporter Linda Baccaro with tips for anybody renting cars.
View there, New York City from Maria. I love this.
Isn't it? It's like a postcard right now.
It is
You have
very postcard.
The clouds and that sun coming up over the horizon, just enough shining on the tops of these little puffy clouds riding low across the Hudson right now. So yeah, it's really nice. 63 degrees at Central Park. The dew point's still nice and comfortable and just a light breeze. One thing I'm seeing pop up that may be an issue for you weather-wise this morning, some fog, and it's pretty dense in spots through parts of the Hudson Valley, Orange County, some zones less than 1/8 of a mile. Seeing that begin to take shape in parts of Fairfield, northern Westchester, and Putnam counties, but also into portions of eastern Suffolk County. So it's one of those things, it's definitely patchy. Give yourself a little extra time. Otherwise, it's clear sailing still for the next few days. The next thing to watch will be this cold front. This is going to touch off some showers and some thunderstorms, but you can see the timing later on Thursday. So if it's back to school for just about everyone here by Thursday, you are looking good, even getting off the school bus. But you can see showers moving out with that next cold front moving in. This is going to be enough. We've got to kind of keep that shower chance in the forecast for the weekend. Besides that, though, this kind of settles us into cooler than average temperatures for all of next week. And it's not just the high temperatures, but the low temperatures. So what does that look like this time of year? Average low for September 2nd is 66 degrees. I think we're going to spend a couple mornings next week here in the city where it's going to feel more like late September, early October. So at the bus stop this week, though, as everybody's heading back on Thursday, drive for that first day photo, and you're going to be home for the school day before that rain arrives on Thursday. And then again, for the weekend outlook, keeping that chance in for Saturday. Not a washout situation. Looks good by Sunday, but you know, the kids are all back into their sports now, and so that may impact you. For today, though, enjoy that sunshine. A nice late summer day, 79 degrees for the high, 61 degrees overnight tonight. A little cool to the north and west. Once we get past our little bit of the unsettled weather for the weekend, while we do need more rainfall, it is going to be dry, so it is good for outdoor activities, getting everybody out and about. Temperatures next week holding below average in the low to mid 70s. All right, 6:47 now. A lot of slowdowns out there, Emma.
Oh, yeah, I got a few. You know, Chopper 4 is on it. Quickly found this accident digging at 230th Street and quickly saw it drive away on the tow truck. But here's some of the backups in the 230. So going to see that slow down for quite a bit just as traffic tries to recover. Otherwise, you're going to see about 20 minutes inbound at the George Washington Bridge. Not far from here, we got an incident clearing FDR at 71st Street. That other FDR at Manhattan Bridge that did wrap up. Accident also clear New England Thruway southbound at Boston Road, but there's a new one on the Hutch at Boston Post Road. Pleasant, Connecticut, 95 southbound, Bridgeport into Fairfield, delays into Round Hill Road. Going to see some slowdowns. Gowanus inbound, LIE busy into Woodhaven Boulevard. About 20 minutes inbound at the Holland. We've got delays at the 1 train and Darlene. Alternate side parking rules, they are in effect today.
Thank you, Emily. It's 6. Everybody, thank you for streaming with us. It's Tuesday, September 2nd. I'm Darlene Rodriguez.
I'm Michael Gargiulo. Emily West is here for Adele Caballero, tracking our roads and rails on this Tuesday. And Storm Team 4's Maria LaRosa here with today's forecast. Look how clear it is behind us.
I know, it's so pretty. Really perfect again. We've got temperatures that are comfortable, sky conditions that are great, humidity nice and low, and that definitely looks like a postcard right there. Those puffy clouds sitting low over the Hudson River. Right now, though, nothing on the radar, not much on that cloud picture either, and that's the case really across the region. You have to go pretty far and wide to find any rainfall for now. So that's not our issue this morning. There's been some patchy, dense fog out there. That'll start to lift out once that sun gets to work. So enjoy another nice late summer day if you've got one more day of summer break. We can see 75 degrees by 2 o'clock, on our way up close to 80 today. So comfortably warm and pretty close to average for this time of year. And then with clear skies tonight should be a nice cool one. We'll see those temperatures dip back down into the low 60s in the city, 40s and 50s outside the city. All right, it's been a slow go in a lot of places. Some areas back to school, Em.
Yeah, back to school. That means school buses on the roadways. That means you need to slow it down a little bit. Here in Clinton, we've got a crash 78 eastbound right near exit 18. That is to Route 22. Also slowdowns from an earlier accident wrapping at the Deegan 230th Street, 25 minutes inbound at the George and the Hutch. We still have this crash here right near Boston Post Road. Another one on the FDR right near 71st Street. Darlene, Michael, back to you.
Thank you. Well, now to a development. Potentially.
All right,
like
potentially
that.
we've got some nice weather too, Maria.
Yeah, I've got some good numbers here. We're winning the lottery with the weather. It's beautiful. Livingston, Hempstead, Yonkers, and Norwalk. Starting off in the upper 50s near 60 degrees. You see sunshine straight through this afternoon and evening. Coming up, though, we've got some nice mornings ahead, too, if it's back to school, but some chillier ones heading into next week. So we'll take a look at those numbers, too, in the 10-day.
Thank you, and still to come.
Got slowdowns on the Hutch. Couple lanes taken up from this crash southbound right near Boston Post Road. Coming up, tell you where you'll slow down on the FDR and what's causing it. But first, to check out the Kosciuszko Bridge at Ride. That's a little slow at spots, but moving along okay. You're watching Today in New York.
Get out.
And that's the important thing,
That's the important part. All right, let's check in with Maria on this Tuesday morning. How's it going? Looking there, Maria?
Yeah, it's looking good, guys. A really pretty start to the day. If it's back to school or you're getting that one last day of summer break. Beautiful clouds over the Hudson River. Notice a low level, and they're moving from west to east. So a little bit of an onshore flow still today, which is a factor into why we still have some rip current risks if, again, you are making it one more summer day. We've got 11 a.m. temperature right about 70 degrees. So overall, really pleasant. 75 through 2 o'clock on our way up, close to 80 again today in many spots. By the time the sun goes down, temperatures start to slip back into the 60s. And so it'll be a cool one at the bus stop tomorrow if that's your day. Well, how about adding the umbrella back to the backpack situation? That may be needed by Friday morning. I think Thursday, with everybody back to school, we're in good shape. But we are waiting on this front to bring showers and some thunderstorms by late Thursday into early on Friday. That's front number one. Front number two sweeps on by, and this may be enough to keep things a little unsettled into at least part of Saturday. This is important. You know, all the kids are back at school. That means all of the sports and activities are back at it for the weekend too. So that may impact you. Otherwise, we're settling into a cool, dry period, and that is reflected in the 10-day forecast when you see some of the morning temperatures. But back to school on Thursday for New York City. Dry for first day photos and cool too. Temperatures in the mid 60s. By the time everybody gets off the bus and home from school, 77 degrees and in time to miss all the showers as we see it right now. But again, setting us up into next week for likely seeing below average temperatures this time of year for some of those morning lows I've got in the forecast. It's more like late September, early October. But today, still a nice late summer day, 79 degrees with a lot of sunshine. 61 degrees for the low tonight in the city, but 49 in Sussex, close to that in Poughkeepsie. 80 degrees for tomorrow's high. So again, another really nice one. By late Thursday and Friday, sort of that chance for storms that moves out, and another round potentially on Saturday. And then we get to see things settle in the low to mid 70s with dry conditions into next week. All right, let's get an update on some of those delays. Emily, what's the latest?
Yeah, and we've got service changes on the subways 1, 2, 4, 5 and C train to the roadways. It's actually gotten pretty busy as some are back to school today. Jackie Robinson westbound Metropolitan Avenue got a crash there. You can see the Van Wyck slowdowns from the Belt to the Kew Gardens interchange. Even the FDR Drive, 2 lanes blocked with this crash. 71st Street. This is some of the backup. 79th Street. We've got slowdowns on the Hutch southbound Boston Post Road. Also going to find some delays on 78 eastbound right near exit 18. Accident in Clinton with the big backup. 25 minutes inbound at the George Washington Bridge. Lincoln and the Holland check out fine, and alternate side parking rules, they aren't affected today. Michael, back to you.
All right, thank you very much, Emily. Now to
It's the full summer day for you, keep that in mind. Otherwise, yeah, feeling a little bit of that fall chill. We've got Middletown at 47, Chester 48 degrees right now. Mount Kisco, you're at 57. We're sitting at 66 at the Battery. Morristown, you've dipped to 46. Belrose now at 57. But yeah, still that little bit of that easterly flow today. That's enhancing that rip current risk today for all Atlantic beaches. So if it's another summer day, keep that in mind. Otherwise, really nice for everything going on today. We've got by 1 o'clock, 74 degrees on our way up to 79. We'll still be in the mid and upper 70s as everyone's heading home from school, perhaps by 4 p.m. and clear skies, pleasantly cool once again overnight, 67 through 10 o'clock. All right, 6:01 right now. Emily, how are things moving along?
Yeah, it's pretty busy, Maria. Good morning, everyone. In Connecticut from Bridgeport into Fairfield on 95. This is due to a stalled vehicle southbound right near Round Hill Road, exit 21, plus slowdowns on the Sprain approaching Jackson Avenue. We've got an accident there causing some delays, as well as approaching the George. The local lanes northbound right near DeGraw Avenue, and once you get around that, it is pretty busy heading into the George, plus the Belt. A lot of slowdowns into Lefferts Boulevard. Darlene, back to you.
Thank you, Emily. 6:01 right now. And developing now, a shooting tragedy in the Bronx leaves at least one man dead and several others hurt. This latest gun violence coming just days after hundreds of new officers were deployed across the borough. Today in New York's Gabi Acevedo's in the Allerton section where this investigation's underway.